Hey guys, Courtney here with Southern Owls. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I'm so glad you found me, so please like and subscribe. Today we're going to be making two matching bows for a client's lantern today. So I picked out 4 2.5-inch ribbons. So we have some lime greens and some reds. This is going to match her wreath that I made her. And then for the middle, we are going to tie in some peppermints with that. So we are going to start off with our 2.5-inch peppermint ribbon, and her lanterns are about 14 inches. So I'm thinking that we're going to do about 10-inch tails because we don't want them to completely take up the whole lantern. And let's do a 6-inch loop times 2. So if you have a bow maker, you're just going to measure out that 6 inches. And if you're doing them by hand, you're going to measure out excuse me, you're going to measure out 12 inches for those loops. But that is going to give you a 6-inch loop. I'm going to get one with this really fun and festive glittery polka dot. This is so fun. We're going to do that same pattern, and I'm just going to lay it right on top and measure out 12 inches again. This is a nice good stiff ribbon, so you just got to make sure that you fluff it out a little bit as you go. I like to hold everything in between my pointer finger and my thumb loosely. You don't have to death grip it. Okay. And I just kind of like to manipulate where everything's gonna go. Oh my gosh, that's so stunning on camera. We're gonna take this swirl, same thing, a 10-inch tail, remove right on top. Now we're gonna shrink my loops though, and we are gonna shrink those down to 11 inches if you're measuring it. If you are using a bow maker, that's gonna be a 5.5 inch. 5.5 inch, okay? Just kind of manipulate that as we go. Make sure our tails are always going down. That's so pretty. We're gonna do one more layer of the 2.5 inch. That's a 10-inch tail, put it right on top. I know it's getting pretty thick. It's a lot of layers, but these are going to be really pretty bows. Really, really pretty bows. You could stop at 3 layers. 3 layers is still a really nice, good bow. And still with that same 5.5 inch loop. I just like to shrink my loops down a little bit as I go so you can see the ribbon underneath. So you can see all the layers, and I just like to form the loops in an X pattern, and of course we will manipulate that, oh my goodness, a little bit more once we get it all tied up. Okay, we are going to take the stripe peppermint. I'm going to shrink the tail down to 9 inches, and then we're going to shrink these loops to 5. So 5 inches on a bow maker or 10 inches on your measuring mat. I just like to shrink my tails down a little bit too so it doesn't get too clumpy. Okay, we're just going to do 2 of these, and then we're going to go in with that center loop that I always like to do. I call it a racetrack loop. Oh, I don't know, that's not going to be enough. Let me grab this one. Have no fear, ribbon hoarder here. Okay, 9 inches. And what you're going to do is you're going to flip that ribbon so it's facing the wrong way and you're just going to flip that over your thumb. It's going to form a racetrack. That's why it's called a racetrack loop. I don't know if that's the technical name, but I took a class once and that's what the instructor said. And when I heard that, it just clicked and I was like, oh, racetrack loop. Got it. Got it. All right, we're taking this cable tie and putting it right where we're holding it. Right where we're holding all of that ribbon. And then we're going to come in and thread, thread that pipe cleaner right through, okay? And then really get it nice and tight. Cut that extra cable tie off. And now, since everything's nice and secure, we can kind of just manipulate how we want everything to look. So stunning. This is a great bow. So now we have to go in and we're going to dovetail all of these ends. And this is where you get to have some fun. You can always make these a little bit shorter, a little bit longer. I like to have them different lengths so they don't look so bulky. To dovetail, you're just going to fold that ribbon in half and cut up at an angle, okay? Fold that ribbon in half and cut up at an angle, okay? The dovetail, it just makes it look finished. It just makes the bow look a little bit more finished on the ends. You don't have to do this step. You can angle it if you want. You don't have to do the dovetail. You can do an angle cut. I just like the dovetail. I just really think it makes it look nice and finished. Okay. Oh my goodness, how fun. So I got all these layers. So whimsical. I love that. All right, thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this bow tutorial and stay tuned for more. Please like and subscribe. My name's Courtney with Southern Owls. I'll see y'all soon.